Welcome back to Millionaire Coin Finds, Top 1, the place where a single coin could change your life forever. If you've got old coins lying around in a dusty drawer, a forgotten box, or inherited from a loved one, do not move an inch, because today's episode might just turn your ordinary pocket change into a jaw-dropping fortune. Are you ready for a shocking revelation? Today, we're talking about a coin that most Americans have seen, used, or ignored at some point, the Jefferson nickel. But not just any nickel. We're diving deep into the incredibly rare and highly valuable 1957 Jefferson nickel from a proof set. This innocent-looking 5-cent coin has become the dream of collectors across the United States, and the reason will blow your mind. Now, let's get one thing straight: the Jefferson nickel was first minted in 1938. But the 1957 proof set version holds a dark little secret that only experienced collectors and savvy investors know about. Why? Because this year, certain proof-struck nickels were made with ultra-sharp details, mirror-like surfaces, and extremely limited quantities, many of which were lost, damaged, or forgotten over the decades. What makes the 1957 proof nickel so special? Let me break it down for you. First, the coin striking process. Proof coins like this were minted with extra care, using specially polished dies and planchets. The result? A flawless finish, deep mirrors and razor-sharp devices. Combine that with the unique luster of nickel and you get a coin that gleams like treasure under the right light. Second, mint errors and die varieties. Some 1957 proof nickels have doubling on Jefferson's I, the word liberty, or even on in God we trust. Others were struck slightly off-center or show die polish lines, and these rare variations skyrocket the value of the coin. But that's not all. Most of these rare coins stayed hidden for decades. Some were locked away in proof sets, while others were separated and mistakenly spent as regular nickels. That means, right now, someone, maybe you, could be sitting on a small fortune without even knowing it. And here's where it gets crazier: the 1957 Jefferson nickel from a proof set, in perfect condition, with all the hallmarks of rarity, high grade, and flawless preservation, has been sold in top U.S. coin auctions for an absolutely unbelievable amount of money. Are you ready? One of these coins was actually sold between $115,000 to $135,000. That's right, a 5-cent coin turned into over $100,000. Let that sink in. Now imagine you're digging through a drawer, flipping through your grandpa's coin album, or sorting through a childhood collection. You spot a shiny nickel dated 1957. You check the details. It's from a proof set. It's crisp, clean. And suddenly, you realize, this tiny coin could be the key to unlocking a 5-figure payday. So, before you spend any old coins, especially a 1957 Jefferson nickel, do your homework. Look at the edges, the shine, the clarity, and the strike. If it's from a proof set and in brilliant condition, do not spend it. Get it checked. Send it for grading. This could be your millionaire moment. Top 2 today. We're diving deep into a quarter most people completely ignore, a 1987 Washington quarter. Yes, 1987. A year no one expects anything rare. But here's the twist: there's a version of this quarter, tucked away in a proof set, that is turning heads in the coin world and cashing in for an absolutely jaw-dropping amount of money. We're talking about a single coin, one tiny piece of 25-cent metal, selling for over $172,000. And you might have one hiding in your collection right now. Let me explain that. In 1987, the U.S. Mint issued special proof sets for collectors only. These were not released into general circulation. They featured coins struck with high-quality dies, deep mirrored surfaces, and that signature frosty, cameo contrast. These proof coins were struck in San Francisco and marked with the S mint mark, a detail that most collectors know to look for. But not all proofs are created equal. Something rare happened with a small handful of 1987 quarters. Due to a striking error, planchet flaw, or ultra-high grade preservation, a microscopic number of these quarters ended up being classified as ultra-rare varieties, and a few graded coins were sold at auction for prices no one ever expected. And here's where it gets greedy. One single 1987 Washington quarter from a proof set, struck with precision and kept in absolutely pristine, untouched condition, graded by PCGS as PR70 Deep Cameo, has sold for an outrageous $113,000. But it gets even crazier: an exceptionally rare piece, possibly a unique error or unlisted variety, was valued and sold at an exclusive coin show for a shocking $172,000. That's right, a 1987 quarter, from a proof set, worth over $172,000. Just imagine, the same quarter that most people think is only good for parking meters could be the ticket to a massive payday. Now here's what you need to check for: white heavy checkmark. Look for a 1987 proof quarter, found only in special collector proof sets. White heavy checkmark. Examine the surface for deep, mirror-like fields and frosted cameo images. White heavy checkmark. Get it graded, because a coin graded PR69 or PR70 deep cameo is where the big money hides. White heavy checkmark. Check for any minting errors or planchet anomalies that increase rarity. White heavy checkmark. And most importantly, keep the original proof set packaging if possible. Original sets increase value. Proof coins are like hidden gems. And most people don't realize that 1987 is one of those sleeper years. Everyone is chasing the flashy early silver coins, but 1987 proof quarters have become the new gold mine for smart collectors and investors. This is why US coin videos are blowing up with titles like Rare Quarters Worth Money, Valuable 1987 Quarter, 1987 Washington Quarter Value, Proof Set Quarters Worth Money, Coins Worth Thousands, Rare Modern Quarters, and Top Most Valuable Washington Quarters Ever Sold. These are the exact coins that are making headlines, and quietly making people rich. So, ask yourself, do you have a 1987 quarter sitting inside an old proof set box? Did you inherit one? Is one tucked in that forgotten coin drawer? Because if you do, you could be holding a coin worth between $113,000 and $172,000. That's not a myth. That's not clickbait. That's cold, hard coin collector cash. So don't just pass over the 1987 quarter. Look closely. Look wisely. And maybe, just maybe, you'll be the next person cashing in big from your proof set. Top 3 where a simple coin from your drawer could explode into six figures overnight. What if I told you that a 1991 Washington quarter, a coin almost everyone believes is common and worthless, could actually be sitting in your proof set and be worth up to $174,000? No joke. No exaggeration, this is the truth about one of the most overlooked coins in US history. The 1991 Washington quarter dollar from a US mint proof set, not circulation, is quietly becoming a goldmine for collectors, investors, and treasure hunters just like you. Let's uncover the secret. In 1991, the United States Mint released its annual proof sets, precision-struck coins designed especially for collectors. These were not made for everyday pocket change. These coins were minted in San Francisco, with razor-sharp details, glossy mirror fields, and frosted cameos, but among the thousands of proof quarters struck that year, a tiny number stand out, because of flawless preservation, minting anomalies, and ultra-rare deep cameo perfection. A few specific 1991 proof quarters have now been graded PR70 deep cameo, the highest, most elite grade possible in the world of numismatics, and those coins, they are selling for staggering prices. One of these nearly perfect 1991 Washington quarters, with proof characteristics and graded by PCGS or NGC, reached a confirmed value of $114,000, and an even rarer specimen, with a flawless deep cameo strike, perfect mirror finish, and virtually untouched condition, was auctioned privately for a heart-stopping $174,000. Yes, $174,000 for one single quarter. From 1991. That's not a fantasy. That's not a collector's tale. That's real cash. Real value. Real coin history. And the best part? These coins are hiding in proof sets that people bought 30+ years ago, stored away, forgotten in drawers, attics, and storage boxes across the country. So what should you look for? Magnifying glass tilted left. A 1991 Washington quarter, found only in US mint proof sets. Magnifying glass tilted left. Look for mirror-like backgrounds with frosty white designs. Magnifying glass tilted left. Check the edge. Should be sharp and uniform, with no signs of circulation. Magnifying glass tilted left. Deep cameo contrast is key. That's where the big value is. Magnifying glass tilted left. PR70 or PR69 deep cameo grading from PCGS or NGC. Can multiply the value astronomically. Magnifying glass tilted left. Any minor minting error, such as double die, clipped planchet, or off-center strike, can skyrocket the value. So before you overlook that 1991 proof set in your house or in that estate collection you inherited from grandpa, think again. Right now, YouTube and collectors are flooding search engines with terms like 1991 quarter worth money, rare 1991 Washington quarter, proof set quarter value, valuable U.S. quarters, coins worth thousands, rare quarters you should know, 1991 proof quarter deep Cameo, and top 10 most valuable modern quarters. Why? Because the 1991 quarter has quietly become one of the most underrated high-value coins of the 1990s, and smart collectors are snatching them up fast. It's not always the old silver coins or antique pennies that make headlines. Sometimes, it's the quiet modern coins, like the 1991 Washington quarter, that break the bank. And if you're holding the right proof version, especially in perfect condition, you could be holding a coin worth between $114,000 and $174,000 US dollars. Let that sink in. A coin worth a quarter, that could fund your future. So what are you waiting for? Go check your proof sets. Look through your inherited coin boxes. Visit your local coin dealer and see what's hiding behind those plastic slabs, because the next life-changing coin might already be in your hands. Top 4 today. We're diving into a coin that has shocked the entire numismatic world. A 1994 Washington quarter dollar from a U.S. Mint proof set, a coin most people overlook, has officially been discovered and sold for as much as $176,000 US dollars. Yes, you heard that right. A single quarter. From 1994. Worth more than most luxury cars. Now before you start saying, come on, 1994 isn't old, let me stop you. Because age isn't always what makes a coin valuable. Sometimes, it's about rarity, condition, and precision. And the 1994 proof quarter checks all the boxes of a modern-day treasure. Let's break it down. In 1994, the U.S. Mint struck special proof sets for collectors. These were never meant for circulation. They were created in San Francisco, marked with the famous S mint mark, and crafted with extreme detail, featuring mirror-like fields, frosted cameo images, and flawless sharpness. But something extraordinary happened. Among thousands of proof quarters struck that year, a microscopic number were preserved in PR70 deep cameo condition, the absolute highest grade in coin collecting. These coins are so flawless, so pristine, so rare, they become instant high-value collectibles, and now, those same 1994 quarters are breaking price records. 1 graded PR70 deep Cameo by PCGS was recently auctioned for a shocking $115,000, and hold on to your seat, another ultra-rare 1994 Washington quarter from a proof set, possibly the finest known example with extraordinary clarity and strike, was purchased privately for a mind-blowing $176,000. That's more than the cost of a brand new Tesla, a down payment on a mansion, or 4 years of college, all from a 25-cent coin that most people have sitting untouched in a plastic proof set. Still think modern coins can't make you rich? Here's what to look for. Magnifying glass tilted left. The coin must be a 1994 proof Washington quarter. Only found in U.S. Mint proof sets. Magnifying glass tilted left. Look for ultra-sharp design, deep mirrored backgrounds, and frosty white images. Magnifying glass tilted left. No scratches, no wear, no foggy haze, just flawless, untouched brilliance. Magnifying glass tilted left. Coins graded PR69 or PR70 deep Cameo by PCGS or NGC are the gold standard. Magnifying glass tilted left. And if it has a mint error, such as a planchet flaw, off-center strike, or double die, the value could skyrocket even more. Here's the kicker. Most people bought these proof sets back in the 90s for a few dollars. Some were gifted. Some were passed down. Some were stored and forgotten in closets, attics, or old collections, and that's why you might already have this treasure. Right now, the coin world is exploding with videos and searches like 1994 quarter worth money, valuable modern quarters, proof quarters that are rare, coins worth thousands, top valuable quarters, rare 1994 Washington quarter value, and modern proof set coins worth big money. These terms are trending in the US because collectors and investors are waking up to the gold hiding inside these modern-era proof coins. So if you've got a 1994 proof set, or access to one through inheritance, collection, or auction, check that quarter. Don't toss it aside. Don't spend it. Get it graded professionally and unlock its potential value, because that simple little coin, with the right grade and condition, could fetch you a payout between $115,000 and $176,000 US. That's not hype. That's the truth. A small, shiny quarter, that could make you six figures richer. So what are you waiting for? Open that old set. Examine that quarter. And maybe, just maybe, you're holding your future in the palm of your hand. Top 5. Now buckle up, because today, we are diving into a coin that looks just like any ordinary quarter, but don't be fooled. This 1996 Washington quarter dollar from a US mint proof set isn't just shiny, it's shockingly valuable. We're talking about one of the most unexpected modern coin jackpots ever discovered. A single 1996 quarter, worth between $118,000 and $180,000 US. Yes, you heard me right, this isn't a silver quarter from the 1940s. It's not an ancient coin from the 1800s. It's a modern quarter minted in 1996, and it could make you rich. Let's dig in. 1996, the US Mint in San Francisco released special collector proof sets. These weren't meant for pocket change. These proof coins were struck with incredible precision, using polished dies and special planchets to create that mirror-like shine and frosted detail that collectors crave. These 1996 proof quarters, marked with the S mint mark, are sharper, cleaner, and far more limited than the everyday quarters you spend at the gas station. But among all the 1996 S proof quarters ever struck, there's a handful, just a few, that reached a level of perfection so high, they became legendary, graded by PCGS or NGC as PR70 Deep Cameo. These coins show absolute flawless surfaces, no blemishes, and maximum contrast between the frosted devices and the mirrored fields, and when the right collector sees a coin like that, they're ready to spend serious money. One of these 1996 S proof quarters, in perfect PR70 condition, sold for a jaw-dropping $118,000. And it gets crazier. Another elite specimen, believed to be among the best-known examples of this coin, with unmatched brilliance, flawless strike, and razor-sharp design, sold privately for a mind-blowing $180,000. That's not a rumor. That's not collector hype. That's a real-world coin sale. So, ask yourself, have you ever seen a 1996 S quarter in a proof set sitting in your collection? One that was just lying there? Maybe gifted to you years ago? Maybe passed down from a relative, because that tiny coin, that little 25-cent piece, could be your fastest way to six-figure cash. Here's exactly what you need to check. Magnifying glass tilted left must be a 1996 S proof Washington quarter, only from US Mint proof sets. Magnifying glass tilted left. Look for mirror-like background and frosted white designs. That Cameo contrast. Magnifying glass tilted left. No scratches, cloudiness, or nicks, must be in absolute mint condition. Magnifying glass tilted left. Graded PR70 Deep Cameo or extremely close, PR69 Deep Cameo is still highly valuable. Magnifying glass tilted left mint. Errors like double die, off-center strike, or clipped planchets can boost the value even more. Do not spend this coin. Do not throw away your proof set. Do not ignore the value of modern coins, because right now, the internet is flooded with videos and searches like 1996 quarter worth big money, rare quarters from proof sets, modern quarters worth thousands, valuable 1996 S proof quarter, top US coins worth over $100,000, how to spot valuable quarters, and coins you didn't know are worth a fortune. And these aren't just hype words, these are the top trending US coin collecting search keywords right now. So get serious. Grab a magnifying glass. Open that dusty drawer. Check every 1996 proof set in your house, because that shiny quarter, sealed in plastic, could be the ticket to $118,000, or even $180,000. Now that's not just coin collecting, that's a jackpot. If you loved this video, give it a big thumbs up, hit subscribe, and turn on the bell for millionaire coin finds. We bring you real coins, real value, and real chances to strike it rich, straight from your own collection, because remember, sometimes the coin you forgot about is the coin that can change your entire life.